All right, welcome to our masterclass on Diamond Duels. In this explainer, we're going to break down the special plays, the moves that can totally flip a game on its head and really make you a legend on the diamond. So if you're serious about winning, you've got to think beyond just the basic batting rules. We're about to jump into those high-stakes, nail-biting decisions that really separate the good players from the great ones. Think of these special plays as your secret weapons. They're absolutely the key to unlocking a whole new level of strategy and creating those moments you'll talk about for games to come. Okay, let's get right into it, starting with the aggressive, high-reward moves you can pull off when you've got runners on the bases. First up, we've got the classic stolen base. This is just a pure test of guts and speed versus the defense's reaction. You call this before you even know what's happening with the pitch. And what I love about this is how simple the mechanic is. It really just boils down to a straight-up duel. You roll a die, your opponent rolls a die. It's a showdown of luck and timing. Now, here's the most important part, so listen up. A tie goes to the defense. That means you are out. This makes stealing a base a super risky, all-or-nothing kind of play. You don't just have to tie them, you have to beat their roll flat out. Okay, now let's look at something similar, but with a huge difference. This is when you try to stretch a single into a double or a double into a triple, but it happens after you've already gotten a hit. And this right here really shows you the key tactical choice you're making. Trying for that extra base on a hit is just, well, it's safer. Why? Because if you tie, you don't get thrown out. You just go back to the base you came from. It's a calculated risk, not a desperate gamble. So, now let's get into a couple of plays that mix what's happening at the plate with what's happening on the bases. This is where some really fun strategic choices come in. You've seen this a million times in a real baseball game, and it's here too. We're talking about the classic sacrifice fly. Any fly ball caught in the outfield gives you a shot to turn what was an out into a really productive play. What's interesting here is that it's not you versus your opponent's roll anymore. This is a straight probability roll. It's just you against the dice. So you have to ask yourself, is a 1 in 3 chance to advance worth the risk of getting thrown out? As you can see, you have exactly a 1 in 3 shot. That means 2/3 of the time, you're out. So you've got to pick your spots carefully. But hey, late in the game, winning run on third base, this could be the play that wins it all. The bunt. This is the ultimate team play, a pure tactical sacrifice. You're basically saying, my batter's out, but I'm moving my other runner into scoring position. It's resolved just like a stolen base, but there's a catch. And here's that catch I mentioned. The runner's die roll gets a -1 penalty. The game itself makes it harder to pull off, which kind of reflects how tough the play is in real life. You have to overcome that built-in disadvantage to get the strategic edge. Of course, strategy isn't just about offense. The defense has its own huge, game-changing moments that can snatch victory right from the jaws of defeat. I gotta say, I love this rule. It means even the most simple, routine ground ball has this little bit of suspense. The pressure is always on the defense to be perfect, because you just never know. Yep, on any ground ball, the defense has to roll to see if they make the play cleanly. If they roll a 1 or a 2, it's an error, and the runner is safe. That 1 in 3 chance is a lifeline for the offense, and it means no grounder is ever 100% guaranteed out. Okay, this is it. This is hands down the most dramatic, epic play in the entire game. Your opponent hits a home run, they're celebrating, but wait, you have one last desperate chance to leap at the wall and bring it back. And just look at those odds, an 11 or a 12 on 2 dice. That is incredibly hard to do, which is exactly how it should be, right? It just shows how legendary and amazing this play is when you actually manage to pull it off. So let's bring it all home. Let's look at how all these little plays come together to turn Diamond Duels from a simple game of rolling dice into a real battle of wits. So here it is, your special plays toolkit, all in one place. These are the advanced tools you can use to outthink and outplay your opponent when the game is on the line. And remember, these aren't just random dice rolls, they're decisions. Each one tells a little story inside your game, a story of risk, of sacrifice, of desperation, or maybe even of heroism. And that really is the question, isn't it? The answer is going to define your style as a manager. Are you going to be the aggressive gambler, the calculating strategist? Or will you build a defense that pulls off miracles? The choice is all yours.